Very exciting interview here. Joining us live is spokesperson for the National Confectioners Association. This is Carly Schildhaus. We are so glad you're with us this morning. Carly, thanks.
Thank you so much for having me, and happy Halloween season.
Oh, spooky season is upon us. And, we really want to know, what percentage of Americans plan to celebrate the Halloween season with candy?
Most Americans, upwards of 90% of Americans, are going to celebrate with chocolate and candy, sharing with friends and family.
Okay, we want to know what type of candy most Americans are excited about this Halloween, and has it changed over the years?
It's a great question. I know you guys did your own poll. I can tell you the research that we did to find out, coming in at #1, similarly to you all, is chocolate. Probably not a surprise. It is a classic throughout the year. At #2 is gummy candy. So I know that's a little different from what you all found out, but, people are looking for some maybe creepy, scary, spooky kind of shapes. And gummy candy is perfect for that. And then rounding out our top 3 is, I know it's controversial, and you guys have already been talking about it, but it's candy corn is so iconic for the Halloween season.
I was just doing some quick Googling over here, but I don't have to, because you are the real candy expert, which I have a question about how do you become one. But why do you think candy corn is such an obsession, this time of year? Why do people love it?
People have such strong connections, emotional ties to candy, to specific types of treats that they love. There's a big nostalgia factor. So I know for me, part of the reason why I love candy corn so much this time of year is because it brings up so many great memories of past Halloween seasons, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same feeling for so many others.
I don't know if you know about the ingredients to candy corn. I'm super interested in that, but I know that you do have insight into the so-called right way to eat candy corn. I had no idea I might be doing it wrong, so break it down, Carly.
Yeah, it's a huge debate across this country about what is the right way to eat candy corn. I can tell you what we know, which is that 31% of Americans are like me. They start with that narrow white end and eat it color by color. 18% of Americans start with that wider yellow end, and then just 51% of Americans go for the whole piece at once. They just decide to go for it and eat the whole thing. So whatever the way is that you're eating it might be the right way.
I cannot believe the research that has gone into this. That's incredible.
I know. Well, we're glad that we can get into it. I really want to know, too, your official title. How does one become a candy expert? What is the path forward to that?
Well, #1 criteria is you've gotta love treats, and that is certainly the case for me. I'm honored to be here to talk on behalf of the confectionery industry and the many people who work to make chocolate candy, gum, and mints, and all of the amazing Halloween treats that people love.
Do you have to get in like 10,000 hours of, eating candy to get to your spot? I love it.
I do love treats.
Well, I like to hear it. How have Halloween favorites changed over the years, like as you look back? You mentioned that a little bit. Can you touch on it again?
Yeah, it's so dependent on the individual person. We've seen things sort of shift again. Chocolate is a pretty perennial favorite, but something like gummy candy has grown in popularity over time as more people try some more bold flavors or interesting takes on it. So it's really dependent on the individual, what their favorite treats are. But when you're looking overall, I would say the 3 that we mentioned are really great bets for treats this season.
And then what about the very end? What candies come at the least favorite, like right at the bottom?
Again, it all comes down to personal preference. So I don't have that specific data for you, but I'm sure everybody here has their absolute favorites and maybe the ones they like a little bit less.
People have all the hot takes. Really appreciate you joining us with the National Confectioners Association. Carly Schildhaus, we're glad you're with us today.
Thanks so much for having me. Happy Halloween season.
To you as well.